Hi, welcome to the November newsletter. This month we're going to take an ordinary photograph and in simplest terms make it not so ordinary. One of the things I like to do in Photoshop is, because I don't often have access to a professional photo shoot, is to make a ordinary photograph usable. I need to add some special effects to it. So this is going to make a useful image for, let's say, a web page or a print ad. And again, just starting with an ordinary photograph of a woman seems to be thinking about something. So the photograph was provided by photospin.com, by the way. Okay, so start off, I have a photograph of a woman on a layer, and what I'm going to do is just duplicate that layer. I'm going to choose Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. I'm going to hit it with about a 4 pixel blur. Real quick, let me note that I am going to break this tutorial up into 2 parts, so while you're listening to this you might want to open another browser window and start downloading the second part. Okay, back to our image. So I've applied a Gaussian blur to the image. I'm going to change the blend mode to screen. So that brightens it up a bit. I'm going to duplicate it one more time. I'm going to reduce the opacity just a little bit down to about 80%. Okay, so that gives me a little bit more to work with. Now I don't have such an ordinary photograph. Next thing I'm going to do is to apply an adjustment layer called Photo Filter. And I'm going to just choose one of the default warming filters here. I'm going to push the density all the way up to about 80%. So this is going to give us kind of a warm, techish feel to the photograph. Okay, we're on our way. We have a little bit more to work with. I'm going to select the rectangular marquee tool and create a new layer. And I'm going to just draw a solid rectangular selection down the length of the photograph. Now I'm going to hold down the Shift key. I'm going to draw a few more. Notice the Shift key is allowing me to add to the original selection. Okay, I'm going to press D and then X. That'll get my foreground color to white. Press Alt, Option, Backspace to fill that selection with white on the new layer. I'm going to reduce the opacity down to about 50–60%. Press Control Command J to duplicate this layer onto a new layer. I'm going to press Control Command T to bring up the Free Transform tool. Right click. I'm going to just say Flip Horizontal. Press Enter to confirm. Select the Move tool, and I'm just going to move that over a bit, and I might just drop the opacity down even a little bit. And do this one more time. And press Control Command T this time. I'm just going to scrunch it together. All to one side. Press Enter to confirm. And now I might play with the opacity, bump it up and down just a little bit to get the effect I'm looking for. Okay, so that said, I'm going to stop the video here and move on to part 2.